From ancient civilizations to modern-day fashion, the way people dress has always been a reflection of society, culture, and individual expression. From the ancient Egyptians' use of linen garments and elaborate headdresses to the Greeks' draped togas and intricate jewelry, these early civilizations laid the foundation for fashion as we know it today. Renaissance and Baroque eras. The Renaissance period saw a revival of interest in the arts, science, and fashion. It was during this time that fashionable garments were tailored to fit the body more closely and emphasized the natural curves. In the Baroque era, fashion became more extravagant, with elaborate fabrics, lace, bows, and exaggerated silhouettes. The Victorian era, spanning from the mid-19th century to the early 20th century, was characterized by modesty and elaborate designs. Women's fashion included corsets, hoop skirts, and intricate embroidery, while men embraced tailored suits and top hats. The Industrial Revolution also brought advancements in textile manufacturing and ready-to-wear clothing. Roaring Twenties. The 1920s marked an era of liberation and rebellion against traditional values. Women embraced shorter hemlines, loose-fitting dresses, and the iconic flapper style. This decade also saw the introduction of Art Deco influences, extravagant evening wear, and the birth of the modern fashion industry. Golden Age of Hollywood. The 1930s and 1940s were defined by the glamour of Hollywood. Iconic actresses like Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, and Grace Kelly became fashion icons, influencing trends with their elegant and sophisticated style. The era was known for tailored suits, glamorous evening gowns, and the popularization of accessories such as hats. 1940s to 1950s. World War II had a notable impact on fashion during the 1940s. Rationing of fabric and resources led to more practical and modest designs. However, after the war, fashion began to flourish again. Stars like Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly epitomized the refined and feminine style of the 1950s, with full skirts, cinched waists, and elegant silhouettes. 1960s to 1970s. The 1960s brought a revolution in fashion, with the rise of the youth counterculture and British influence on style. The iconic mod look, popularized by Twiggy, featured short hemlines, bold patterns, and go-go boots. In the 1970s, fashion became more bohemian and free-spirited, influenced by the hippie movement. Bell-bottoms, maxi dresses, and fringe details were popular. 1980s to 1990s. The 1980s embraced boldness and excess, with power dressing becoming prominent. Shoulder pads, oversized blazers, and neon colors were all the rage. However, the 1990s saw a shift towards minimalism and grunge fashion. Fashion in the 2000s was characterized by a mix of styles and trends. It was a decade of contrasts, with both nostalgic throwbacks to previous decades and futuristic, technological influences. The decade was characterized by its diversity and the ability for individuals to create their own unique fashion statements.